Tens of thousands of white-collar jobs are vanishing, not in 10 years, but right now. But here's an interesting twist on that. The same force that's causing it, which is AI, is the same force that is going to help you become richer and freer if you do the right things. And there's a very important skill that you need. That skill is going to help you to overcome no matter what happens now or in the future. And I'm going to share that with you at the end of this video. Also, I've got a free guide for you that's going to equip you with the tools that you need, how to use them, and get ahead. Hi, I'm Terry Brock with Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, and we help people just like you to learn how to overcome these challenges, to get the skills that you need, and to do better in today's marketplace. Because we're seeing that right now there's a lot of opportunities, and every era throughout time, when you think about it, everyone has had a moment of reinvention. And guess what? This is ours right now. You and I get to live through this together. But the question isn't, is AI going to take your job? Is it, will you take charge of AI? You can do this. There's a lot of capabilities out there. Right now, we're seeing the headlines telling some scary stories. I want to share some things with you to show you what's going on. And in this video, show you exactly where there is demand, where they need people with skills. There's not as many people that have those, but this is the key for you to get out there and say, okay, they need to know about this. I don't know that yet, but here's a way I can learn it better than ever now. We're going to give you the AI tools to show you how you can do that and make it happen. We're going to see that this is happening right now. You see, AI is not just nipping at the edges. There's serious people losing their jobs, and we feel for those people and their families. We want to help you right now. From Amazon to Target, we're seeing that logistics firms are working with consultancies and people who thought they had safe jobs. Hey, we got a job here we'll have forever and ever, right? And they're waking up to pink slips and the uncertainty of it and wondering, hey, what are we going to do? Well, it's a tough reality, but it's not really new. We've seen this through every generation. We think it's really bad for us, and it is. We understand that. For the people who are going through this, and their families need the food, you need to pay the bills, you don't want to lose that. It's hard, but you can make it. I like the way the United States Marine Corps says it. They have a saying that's really important. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Doing that, you're going to be able to make it through whatever is there. And it's not just good battlefield advice. The Marines know that. This is survival strategy for you and me as we're going through a whole lot there. You see, the old formula that worked before, you get a degree, you find a job, you stay loyal, and quite comfortably you're going to make it. Well, that went away long ago. What I studied in school, not as valid. There are some things that still are, but the world has changed just like it does throughout the centuries. That old 9-to-5 job, that was the whole way to do it. Well, that is no longer the reality for all of us. I love the way that Dr. Carol Dweck talks about it in her book about mindset and a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. Now, she knows what she's talking about. She's got her doctorate. She's a real psychologist, professor out there at Stanford, doing really well. There's a lot of ways that you can use what she talks about to adapt and adjust. I also like what Angela Duckworth talks about. She's a professor over at Wharton at University of Pennsylvania, over on the other side of the coast, and talks about grit and having that grit to keep going. These are the keys that are going to help you. That and that mindset is going to help you no matter what happens. So what you've got to do is be able to adapt and to learn. Find out what problems that people are having and then be able to do it. One of the things I want to show you in this video is where they are looking for people like you that can get those skills and work with it. One of the main things you need to do is to get ahead and to start learning. Matter of fact, things are happening like that. Here's an article I want to share with you from the Wall Street Journal that talks about that. There's an article in the Wall Street Journal I saw just recently that really stood out in my mind. It said tens of thousands of white-collar jobs are disappearing as AI starts to bite. You see, layoffs at companies from Amazon to Target are sending young and experienced workers alike back into the unwelcoming market. Yeah, and it's kind of rough right now, but there's ways to get around it. Here and there talk about that. But look at this. They're saying Amazon said this week it would cut 14,000 corporate jobs with plans to eliminate as much as 10% of its white-collar workforce eventually. That hurts. That hurts a lot, particularly if you're one of those that are losing it. And we see that UPS, United Parcel Service, that they have said Tuesday that it reduced its management workforce by about 14,000 positions over the past 22 months, days after the retailer Target said that it would cut 1,800 corporate jobs. So things are getting tough all the way around. We know this, but there's ways to overcome it. And to give you an example of what they're talking about, I was reading in that Wall Street Journal article about a man from Texas. He had worked as a tech sales, working and selling tech. Hey, he's in the technology industry, and yet he got laid off. And then he looked around for over 1,000 jobs with resumes he sent out to different people, and finally got a job selling cars at a Toyota dealership about 2 hours drive from his home, from his wife and his children that he wanted to be with. Well, that's a long drive over and a long drive back, but he's doing what he can to make ends meet. And this is where we are right now. And the challenge is, what can we do about that? Well, some people have said, well, we need socialism. We need more communism. There's people trying that right now, and I think that doesn't work. We've tried that. I give you Exhibit A, the 20th century, where it didn't work. And every time it didn't work in one place, they say, yeah, but it'll work in this one. And then it didn't work there. They go, yeah, but we'll try it again over here and it'll work there. No, the strongest force that have helped the most people has been the free market enterprise. People getting out and freely, peacefully, there's the key, peacefully getting work done and learning skills that the market wants. This is the way to do it. I love the way that my buddy Zig Ziglar said it. Zig was in the National Speakers Association like me, in the Speaker Hall of Fame, received a Cabot Award. These are things that are really nice. And he said something I think was really good. He said, you can get anything you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. This is the beauty of the free market system. You're going to have people that have needs, and when you look at that and go, okay, what do they need right now? Let me see if I can figure out a way to give that to them that is, number one, affordable for them, so they can afford it. Yeah, they can pay for it. Number two, profitable for you. Because you're not making any money on it, you're not going to be able to do that for very long. So what you want to be able to do is to learn how to make that happen. There are tools out there right now with AI. You might want to write this down or take it on your note-taking device of choice, whatever you want, to make sure you learn it. Skills like ChatGPT, learning that, and particularly their study and learn mode. It's one of the modes that's built in there. We talk about this at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. As a matter of fact, we've got some things built into this on that AI guide we've got at the end of this video I want to show you. That's a great tool. Another one is Perplexity. I'll let you do some research as well. I like the research that it can do. Gamma, Gamma at gamma.app, gives you the ability to create dazzling presentations and ebooks and LinkedIn carousels that you can put together that really help enormously. These are tools that you want to look into and see what they can do for you. Another couple other tools I want you to write down really help a lot. One of them is called Taja, spelled Taja at taja.ai. Taja gives you the ability to repurpose tools that you have and videos, for instance, you might have in YouTube. We use this a lot here. I use it regularly. Take the video, put it up on YouTube, make sure we've got a URL for it, either the unlisted or the post that's already out there. And Taja will take that, carve it up into many different pieces so that you get many different shorts. Depending on how long your video is, 5, 10, 15, 20 shorts can come out depending on the length of what it is. And that way you get a chance to repurpose what you're doing, making sure that you're getting a lot more juice out of that. Another tool that I've used for quite a while and love it is called Castmagic. Castmagic gives you the ability also to do some repurposing in ways that Taja doesn't. And it helps you to take the material that you have and send that out into the world and be able to reach others and help them in some decisive ways. These are tools I encourage you to look into. As a matter of fact, that gift that we've got at the end of this video has links so you can get those. We've got affiliate codes on there, so we'll make a few coins on it, but it's going to help you and give you some extra training on that so you can get up to speed much, much faster. And going back to what we were talking about with the people being laid off, I really feel for them. And this is something that happens throughout history. Think about times years ago, I wasn't alive then, but there were people called lamplighters. They went around a town and they lit the candles And the street signs that were there, the street lights, I should say, that were up there, they lit that. Well, guess what? When electricity came along, those people lost their jobs. Now, we could have said, oh, gee, this is terrible. We should get rid of electricity. These people have their jobs lighting this. You and I know today it's better that we use electricity than use the lamplighters. Another example, not that long ago, there were people that operated in elevators. They were the people that would punch the buttons so people would go to the right floor. They had jobs, good paying jobs, and they lost their jobs to automation because people realized we can just punch floor 5 just as easily as another person could. And those people lost their jobs. But they adapted. They improvised, they adapted, and they overcome. That's what we had to do. And hey, my mother was a telephone switchboard operator back in the 1950s, where they would put something in there and they wore these cute little microphones and these little earbuds and things like that. They would put in there and plug it in. That was how calls were transmitted. But automation took those jobs away from my mother. But she found other work to do. She did other things. My father found other work, had to keep adapting. And my whole point on this is that's what you and I have to do. We've got to keep adjusting, adapting, and overcoming all that's out there. And there's ways that we can do that. Let me give you 5 industries that are hiring right now where you can look at and say, okay, some of these won't work for me, but some of them might. And more importantly, some of them might be something you're not doing at all right now, but you've got an inkling to maybe get out there and take a look at it, to learn that. If you can study and learn, you're going to make it. And you see, that's the key. That is the key to getting ahead. I told you in the beginning I'm going to do it. Well, here it is. The ability to learn fast, and learn really important material to other people, not just something you like. Hey, I often like to say, you might be an expert on tsetse flies in Ethiopia in the 15th century. That's real good, Sparky, but there's not a lot of market demand for that. You want to learn skills that people say, hey, we need help on that. And here are 5 key areas where people are looking for it. One is in healthcare and social assistance. The demand is high. We have an aging population, and we need people that can help them with their mental health, with chronic conditions, in-home care, things like that. And key skills right there, people that we need, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, home health aides, therapists, digital health workflows, and telemedicine. All of that has certain needs. Now, yes, you need to go and learn that. I'm not a healthcare professional. I did not study a lot of that when I went to business school. They didn't offer that. But we did have other things. And now, if you've got an inkling toward that, now might be the time you think, I might go back and get an extra course, enroll in that community college course, take that online course to learn these kind of things. That could be one skill. Here's a second area, technology with IT, cybersecurity, and AI services. You see, business is really looking for people who understand those areas. Like business is being transformed right now by the cloud, by AI data, and security means skills are short out there. They need people that understand security, that understand that. And so despite there's layoffs in some areas, they're hiring in these areas and they need people. Many of the jobs are going unfulfilled. That is a sign and a signal to people like you, like me, to say, oh, they need more people that understand that. Get out there and learn that skill. And by the way, here's some areas where they're going to need it. In AI, artificial intelligence, machine language engineers, they need people that understand that. Cybersecurity analysts, data scientists, cloud engineers, scripting that you can do there in the computer languages, etc. And by the way, the most common language now in computers is English. Yes, that's where we're going. We're hearing that from the folks at NVIDIA, and we're hearing that from many others. They're saying what you want to do is learn how to do prompt engineering, learn how to put that together, learn about full stack development and automation. And by the way, ChatGPT in their study and learn mode gives you the ability to learn about all of that. So that is one way to do it. Now, I would recommend take that, but then look into other means that you can do it as well, so you really get in there. These are primary areas where people need this kind of help. A third area, construction and skills trades, infrastructure, green energy. The demand is high on this because there's big infrastructure bills. We need green energy projects replacing the retiring tradespeople that are there. And the key roles in demand, electricians, especially with renewable and smart grid skills. HVAC. These technicians are needed now a lot. Wind and solar installers, industrial maintenance techs. We need all of these. These people are going to take over a lot of jobs that others had. But if you have skills in that, you're going to do really well. A fourth area, logistics, transportation, warehousing, and supply chain. The demand is high here because, hey, we got a lot of e-commerce going on out there. It's continuing to expand, and the supply chain issues persist. We need help with that. We need people that are skilled in that area. There's jobs that pay very well out there for this. Automation in water resources. This is increasing the need for tech plus the human interface. People that can do these are going to be very, very much in demand right now and into the future. And number 5, finance, business services, and fintech, the financial tech. The demand is high here as the economy shifts and companies need risk management, fraud detection, digital finance, and data-driven decisions. All of this is really important. And you might think, well, I don't know that right now. Well, that's exactly why you want to start learning. I would suggest getting an overview course or look at some magazines that are there. Go out on the net. Use the free tools that are available like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini from Google. These tools let you go out for free and take a look at what's available. See, this matters because right now we need people who are business analysts. We need people who have data understanding. They have that, and they have the AI chops, artificial intelligence, to really work with that and understand it. So this is where many entrepreneurs and work of those who are working at that are in consulting, they're in marketing, services businesses, and others. And so a lot of opportunities are out there right now, and it's going to be up to you and me to take advantage of it. Don't let it slip away. You can make this happen if you learn those skills and get moving on it. Okay, before we close, this is really important for you. 3 steps right now. Number 1, adopt that mindset of a growth mindset, the one that Carol Dweck has talked about, was telling you about, and Angela Duckworth with the grit. Those 2 are really important. Assume that you can learn it. Find out the way you can, because, by the way, you can as a human being. Don't say, oh, I'm just no good at that. That programs your brain that you can't. Start saying, hey, I don't know it yet. I've been talking about that concept for years. Not yet. You don't know it right now. That's good. Okay, we got it. You don't know it now. But then don't go over and say, oh, I'm just no good at it at all. No, your brain believes that. No, instead you think, I don't know it right now, but I'm going to learn it. I'm going to find the way to do it. I'm going to embrace the skills. I'll use that study and learn thingy that's out there in ChatGPT. We're going to use that in others. This is what we do regularly at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs Helping You. Then, number 2, find the market gaps. Get out there on ChatGPT and find those areas where people are looking for jobs. People that employers are saying, hey, we need somebody that's got experience in this, that has done it. So you get out there, learn the skills, get out and do it somewhere. Don't worry about the pay initially. Just get out there and do it. So then you get the experience and make that happen. And number 3, reskill fast. Pick up a skill in demand, like AI automation, like data storytelling, content strategy. Learn that daily using ChatGPT's tools that are out there. Also, we've got YouTube. Hey, we often talk about the University of YouTube. Well, that kind of does exist. Kind of does, I'm going to say is a good way to put it. Don't worry about my English, but it just is out there in a way. Going to what we call the University of YouTube, you learn all kinds of skills. Now, it's all not going to all be good, but you get a lot, and it's a good start to get you moving in the right way, and you can get it for free. And there's a lot of good short courses that are out there. So get out there and start working for it. The real key is the future's not waiting anymore. You can sit back and go, oh, it's not good, it's bad. Or worse yet, people that are well-meaning get out in the streets and they're campaigning, they're carrying signs and banners saying, gotta stop this, stop that. Well, that's one approach, and it seldom works historically, really. I mean, what you want to do is get out there, learn those skills, find out what people need, learn what they want, and keep trying. Don't give up. And it's not going to happen just the first time. You're going to have problems. You're going to fall down. You're going to skin your knees, metaphorically. You're going to get bloodied sometimes, metaphorically. But get out there and do what's necessary. Prepare to do it and get ready to go for it. You're going to find this can help you a lot. And we can help you in many different ways. We're with you on this. We know what you're talking about, and we're here to help you. I say we, Gina Carr, my partner, and I have our company called Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. And to start with, we'd love you to, on this video, like it, share it, and subscribe. That helps you get more videos from us and from others like us that can help you on that. And then bounce over to our site there, starkravingentrepreneurs.com. It'll show you the ways that we provide free programs, we provide paid programs. You can get in there and start making this a priority for you to get ahead. And here's that guide I was telling you about. I promised you, it's got the QR code there. And for those of you that are catching this on audio only, go over to http:// you know about that, AI tools for the number 4 biz.com. AI tools for biz.com. That's where you're going to get a real comprehensive study guide that's going to help you to learn good videos we put together, good videos we pointed to, programs that can help you, and this is something you can take and pass around to anyone and everyone. It's free, no charge to you whatsoever. And you'll be able to use this, and yeah, you'll get the chance to sign up for our newsletter, stay in touch with us. If at any time you say, hey, that's not for me anymore, you can unsubscribe and get out of there. But we want to help you and make this a time for you to move ahead. So the world is changing. Yes, people are losing their jobs, but you're going to be able to get ahead if you do it the right way. I'm Terry Brock with Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, and hey, we've got another video waiting for you right over here. This one is going to show you how you can start getting into the nitty-gritty of ChatGPT and start working with it, getting the tools that you need, and make it happen. Thanks for joining me today. Looking forward to hearing from you.